What was discontinued, but you miss like hell and you wish came back? Not discontinued, but Levi's definitely changed how they made their jeans. They just don't fit the same, and the materials feel very different. They also wear out, like they never did before. Connie Mill's White Oak Mill, where they source their denim for the 500 ones for over 100 years, shut down in 2019. Levi's will never be the same. White oak denim was the gold standard for a long time. Before that, they were sourcing denim offshore for other models and had moved manufacturing offshore many years before. You can still get the good stuff, but you're going to pay. Huts. $325 for a 501. That price is getting awfully close to $501. The $1 menu at every fast food joint. Shit, I remember when hamburgers at McDonald's were 39 cents. I think it was Tuesdays, and cheeseburgers were 49 cents. We were treated on those days and felt we ate like kings. It wasn't until later I realized those treat days were specific because my parents were broke. In late 90s, it used to be 29 cents for a hamburger and 39 cents for a cheeseburger. In the late 90s, in Los Angeles County during the summers, there'd be 10-cent hamburger Tuesdays. My stepmom would spend like $5 and feed us 4 kids lunch for the week. Why are all top comments here removed? So we could miss them too, my man. I miss the top comments most. Oh, and mods with restraint. They were discontinued. Kinda sketchy. None of the replies looked like they were anything bad either. I have been seeing this happening a lot lately in various subs. Top comments get removed. No one knows why. However, since we can't see the reasons why they are removed, it only adds to speculation. Possibly banned bot accounts. Pizza Hut lunch buffet. When TV stations were about what they claimed to be about, Mist of History, Channel Discovery Channel Science Channel, Telsey the Learning Channel, Uncanny Channel, American Movie Classics, Abzi Family Channel app. Motive Video killed the radio star. Bottom Lines killed the video star. IFSHI, Independent Film Channel, used to show decent uncut unedited movies, now shows an endless stream of washed-up sitcoms. When I was about 18 or 19, my dad was looking through the TV menu when he saw the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre was on. He turned it on, and it wasn't just the movie. They were showing it with the original DV commentary by director Tobe Hooper, Og Leatherface, Gunnar Hansen, and cinematographer Daniel Pearl. Now, I'd always been into movie trivia, but seeing this ended up sending me, in a roundabout way, further down the movie knowledge rabbit hole. Today, I work in research, and hopefully soon, I'll be able to move into preservation. Both of these became passions of mine due to learning more about film history, restoration, and preservation, and a big reason for that was randomly catching that movie with a commentary on. They also used to have a music hour that was just international artists. I discovered so many amazing songs that I can't find for the life of me anymore. Aladdin's Castle. It was an arcade in the local mall. I was heartbroken when they closed that place down. So many good memories as a kid in that place. Was Aladdin's Castle a chain? I grew up with that and a jolly time in the same mall. 2 arcades in mid-size mall. Those were the days. We used to have a chain of restaurants called Super Salad. It was just a salad bar with like 3 options of soup, but it was cheap and all you could eat. I took it for granted back then, and now I miss it so much. Super Salad was so good. I loved their vegetable soup and gingerbread muffins. 90s Nickelodeon. Legends of the Hidden Temple, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Double Dare, Petty Apete, etc. There used to be a channel called Nickelodeon Games and Sports that was all reruns of the game shows. Legends, Guts, Double Dare. It was absolutely glorious. A fellow man of culture. Snick was the tits. Hell yes, I grew up on Snick. I can hear the Are You Afraid of the Dark theme song in my head now. Had my first life-changing experience as a little kid at Nickelodeon Studio. We managed to get into the studio audience for a taping of Roundhouse, and Melissa Joan Hart was 2 rows in front of me, in between tapings of Clarissa Explains It All. I spent the entire 3 hours just looking more at the back of her head than the actual taping of the show. My fucked up 9-year-old self awkwardly walked up to her after the show, since I was resolved to tell her I had a crush on her. Not sure what I was expecting to happen. I got as far as walking up to her, staring awkwardly, and then turning around and going back to my mum. Nope, still can't laugh about it. All my favorite tops that ever wore out. The fashion train just moves on regardless. You can never go back and just purchase the same awesome undyed linen blouse with the frog closures and Chinese collar. You have to start all over again, no matter how much you hate shopping, because walking around naked isn't an option. That's why I always buy a few versions of the same piece, if I really love it. The problem is, when I get a piece of clothing I like, it doesn't turn into something I love until a year or two later. Jell-O brand pudding pops. There is nothing else like it in the market, and anything that I have found doesn't taste the same. I just want my pudding pops back, dang it. See my username. 4 years of redditing, just waiting for this day. Bravo. I shall celebrate by eating AP, damn it. This one makes me so sad. They had that thin layer of ice you had to get through. Then you just reveled in creamy pudding goodness. I thought of trying to make them homemade, but didn't think I could get that ice layer it needed. $5 footlongs edit. I'm surprised this many people commented on this. Also the time of Arby's and Taco Bell's 5 for $5. Arby's prices went up so fast that I just assumed they were drilling for roast beef in the Middle East. Any fast food meal under $5. A quarter-pounder meal used to be $4.99 at some point in the past, which I can still remember. It's about $10 or more now, and McGuard's is no longer the cheap and fast go. To McDonald's in the 90s. What do you mean? I absolutely love the $8 6-inch Ecto Cooler. When it came back temporarily a few years ago, I got some but figured it would be crappy like most nostalgia. Baked food and drink. It was glorious. So damn tasty. It's unironically the best high CA, and I am blown away that it wasn't brought back again for Afterlife's release. The blue raspberry sour Skittle. They act like it never existed, but I know better. And lime Skittles as the green ones. Those were the best. Taco Bell being cheaper for. Used to be able to get 4 burritos and a drink for 10. Now it's 20 feed it. I'm aware of the app being cheaper. But theirs was a time when you could go and get food for $5 edit too. The triple layer nachos was a personal favorite, especially when they were $1 before they increased them and then discontinued them. I cry about it. Long live the days of the $79, $89, $99 menu. Nabisco's Butterfinger Babes. I wish they'd bring back the original recipe for Butterfinger. Remember when it stuck so hard on your teeth? This wafer-like ingredient isn't cutting it. Physical items for music, video games, movies, etc. This isn't actually discontinued yet, but with the current trend it wouldn't surprise me if everything just moves completely to streaming in 10 years. Too many things are moving to digital where you don't actually own anything. All you have is a license to use the digital media. The last time I bought a physical game disc, the only thing it did was install Origin on my computer and provide a license key to download the game. My current car has built-in Spotify instead of a CD player. Maybe I'm becoming old man ranting about change, but I'm concerned about how everything's become a monthly subscription service where the companies control what you have access to and can remove things whenever they want. All music going to streaming is my nightmare. I have a huge music collection. I don't want a subscription to music. I want to own my music. I was so pissed when Google shut down their music store. I want to just buy what I want. I don't want a continuous monthly subscription. McDonald's snack wraps. The optimism of the 1990s. Seriously. I don't know if it was because I was a kiddie teenager or if everyone felt more optimistic then. Things were pretty decent for the middle class then, which was also larger then, so I believe the optimism wasn't just perceived. Gonna sound old here, but shit just seemed more wholesome to everyone talking shit on social media 24/7. Also, it was a post-Cold War, pre-9/11 era of innocence. End of history and all that. Yeah, with the Cold War over, people believed that the whole world would become more peaceful, democratic, and tolerant. Goddamn, we were naive. Right, the 90s weren't perfect, but people were pretty optimistic, or it at least had the feeling. 9/11 messed it all up. Yep, the internet was going to change the world, the Cold War was over, and Beanie Babies were the rock-solid investment of future prosperity. Choco tacos. Apology for bad English. Where were you when Chaco Taco die? I was at home eating Dorito when phone ring. Chaco Taco is killed. I love this and I don't know why. 24-hour anything edit. While I know it is significantly less convenient than places being open, there has also been a tremendous push for places to have an online presence line activity. So many people will complain acting like their website doesn't exist. And even though I do miss the ability to go to McDonald's at Forum, I can understand they don't want to deal with the tweakers and homeless at the time. But I still wish it would come back. As someone who works overnights, God, do I agree with you. It would be great to be able to get food on my way to work or on my lunch break. Meaverse on the YU. I know many people didn't own a YU, but it had a charm. It showed what people were playing and their thoughts on it in the home menu. Bionicle was like the peak transmedia franchise. It had toys, comics, video games, movies, novels, and they all fit together well and were fun. It never felt like anything was ignored or thrown on the back burner, and meaningful story events could happen anywhere instead of whatever the preferred medium was. And Bionicle struck a great balance of being just edgy enough to be cool, but not so much that it became cringe. Rice Krispies treats cereal. I had it exactly once, and it was magic. Edit. You guys, I'm obsessed with the amount of people who also experience this magic cereal and miss it. You are my people. Good quality products that are designed to last. Lifesavers creams. Crema Savers are back actually. The strawberry and the orange flavors. If there were more, you can get them at Big Lots or online. Pea Crisp and Planters cheese balls with the original recipe. The original ones they have now are total trash. Altoid sours. Love them so much. Still have some of the old tins I used to store random things. There's a shop that recreated Altoid sours, public displays of confection, lofty pursuits. I ordered some a few weeks ago, and although they're a little pricey, the tins they give you are bigger than the original Altoid sours, and they give you more of the candy. They taste just like I remembered them. I definitely think my purchase was worth it. Taps for you. Padupad, Net Production, Soars, Secret, Pre-order Edit, thank you, but don't award this post. Use your monies to acquire more Tangerine Soars. Little's Pet Shop Toys, I've heard rumors they're coming back next year. Yes, please. And Polly Pockets, but the old style with the pieces that were choking hazards. Jello Pudding Pops, and the gelatin ones too. Yep, we need a new spokesperson though. The Verde Sauce from Taco Bell. Viennetta ice cream. Being able to afford housing on middle income. Being able to afford housing on low income. The low income housing websites in my area closed down and the waitlist is no longer open. I was going to go this way with my post, but it seemed too far-fetched. I wish all of us humans could be housed and fed. I hate Bluetooth headphones and wish phones still had a headphone jack. McDonald's all-day breakfast.